Elizabeth Taylor, who's died at the age of 79, and many tributes have been paid to her from her friends and her fans. The actress Joan Collins said there will never be another star who will come close to her luminosity and generosity, particularly in her fight against AIDS. Sir Michael Caine said, "So sad to hear about my beautiful friend Elizabeth Taylor. She was a great human being." From Dame Diana Rigg, Elizabeth Taylor was the most beautiful woman I have ever clapped eyes on. A really sweet woman, utterly unmalign. And it goes on. Sir Elton John said, "We have just lost a Hollywood giant. More importantly, we have lost an incredible human being." What amazing tributes. Well, let's speak now with someone who knew Elizabeth Taylor. Here with me in the studio is Guy Masterson, the nephew of actor Richard Burton, who was famously married to the star, of course, twice.
Absolutely.
You met her as a young man, didn't you?
I did, as a young boy and then as a young actor.
And what kind of effect did she have on you? Because everybody says she was intensely beautiful when you met her.
Absolutely. Well, as a young boy, you don't think of your auntie as anything more than just a lovely auntie, and generous and beautiful she always was. But as a young actor and a young man in Hollywood, meeting Elizabeth Taylor, regardless of the fact that she's your auntie, it was intoxicating. I couldn't believe the power of this woman and her beauty, her eyes.
And so very beautiful. What was she like as a person? Everybody talks about her warmth, don't they?
Absolutely. That's the thing. The moment she walked in and she clapped eyes on me, even though she hadn't seen me for 10 years, she said, "Oh, my lovely Guy, I remember you and you." And she asked me to undo this necklace around her neck, and my glasses steamed up because I was completely starstruck and awestruck. Yeah.
And of course she was famously married to Richard Burton twice. Tell me about their relationship.
Well, it was just one of pure love and affection, and the moment they came together, there was no stopping it really. And I think he certainly talked to me about it until he died. Was this power that she had and this love that they had? He never stopped loving her, and I don't think she ever stopped loving him.
Very touching actually, because here on the desk you brought some photos in taken of her when there was a bust made of his image, wasn't there?
Yes, to give to the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama last year.
And I mean, it's very emotional. Here she is, and she's crying when she sees it. Tell me about that day.
Well, it was an extraordinary day because we were giving this bust to the Royal Welsh College in tribute to the Richard Burton Theatre, which is being inaugurated this year. And Elizabeth came over for it, and she wasn't well. And she spent the day in the hotel, the Dorchester. We were wondering whether she was going to make it. And of course she did make it, but she made it late. She made it after everybody else. She was wheeled through Buckingham Palace, through the back entrance, and of course eventually came there after Prince Charles. Extraordinary. And she was placed in front of the bust, and she took one look at it, and she started crying. It was an incredible moment.
And there you go, to meeting Prince Charles as well. Just tell us, what do you think will be her legacy? Because she was a fabulous actress, but also did a lot of work, didn't she, for AIDS too?
Absolutely. Well, she was the person that really brought the. She used her celebrity to bring the AIDS epidemic to the front line and started getting notice for it, and the amount of money that she raised in AIDS awareness and to give to the charity. She's got to be fundamentally remembered for that, on top of the fact that she was a Hollywood legend. Perhaps is she the last of the great Hollywood legends?
And just briefly, Richard was your uncle. What would he have said today?
He would have said, "Welcome home," I think.
Oh, thank you very much. Lovely to meet you. Thanks for coming to us to talk to us.
Pleasure.
We're